Hello all, I'm Sai and you're watching The Book Dragon. In today's video, I'm bringing to you my answers for the Game of Thrones book tag. I found this book tag in a book blog and I'll leave the link for the blog which I saw in the description so that you can check the link if you are interested. And also I'll drop all the 10 questions in the tag in the description so that you can leave your answers below. Also, this tag is in such a way that it is like that characters tag in which a character is given and a question is given associated with the character and we'll have to relate a book with that. I'll just drop the photos of the characters from the show here so that if you're fans of the show, you can enjoy it as well. And let's just get into the tags right now. Question number 1, Arya, a character that's all about revenge. The answer for this one is very easy for me since I just finished my reread of the Mortal Instruments, and it is Jonathan from the Mortal Instruments series. As I said before, I'm not going to say his full name because it will just spoil the entire series for you. Believe me guys, this is a character whom you will hate a lot, okay, because I did hate him a lot, okay. I'm sure that once you read the things that Jonathan does for the sake of revenge, you'll not be able to resist and take him as a person at all. But towards the end, you will end up empathizing with him because the things that he does are due to the way he was born, okay. We can punish a person for the things they do, but we cannot punish a person for the thing they are, and that's what drives Jonathan in a way in order to take the revenge also. And I also completely believe that everything that Jonathan does in this is rooted in the feel and desire to take revenge, and it was really well portrayed by Cassandra Clare in this series. And yeah, Jonathan is my answer for the first question. Question number 2, Varys, a book featuring political intrigue. The answer for this one is also very easy for me, and it is WARBREAKER by Brandon Sanderson. This is an adult fantasy, okay. There are like multiple elements of fantasy which just drive the plot as well as the characters to do the things that they do in an excellent way. Also, the magic system in this one is awesome, but one of the main elements which I just loved about this standalone book is the politics that Brandon Sanderson has introduced into it. Okay, it's not just a kingdom in which kings and queens rule, but it is a kingdom in which god kings and god queens rule, okay. It is a kingdom that is ruled by gods and also has gods within it. The magic that the gods can do are very limited, but they are very much revered for the magic that they can do. The magic system in this one is just awesome. If you do like reading like intricately woven magic system, this is a really good book to read. It's also a standalone. It's huge, but I'm sure that it is very much worth the time that you will spend reading this. The politics in this one, just as I said before, it's really awesome, okay. It is present in each and every chapter of the book, which I just love. Usually I'm not a person that likes reading politics that much, but if it is written in a style like this one, I just eat it up, and it's one of my favorite reads. Question number 3, Joffrey, a villain you just love to hate. The answer for this one is the villain from the Shadow and Bone trilogy by Leigh Bardugo, okay. If you don't want to get spoiled for who the villain in this series is, please do skip on to the next question. The villain in this one is the Darkling, okay, and I'm sure that he is my most favorite of all the villains that I've read until now, because the Darkling has this charm that any other villain does not have, okay. And I'm sure that anyone who has read this trilogy would have ended up liking him one way or the other, okay. He's a really very horrible person, okay. He's not just normal horrible, he's like way too horrible. If Jonathan is like a 5 out of 10 when it comes to being horrible, the Darkling is a person who's like a 500 out of 10 when it comes to being horrible, because he's so innately horrible. He's so clever, so intelligent. He just does scheming in the best way. He's very powerful, very old, very wise, clever in every sense, okay. And these are the things that just make you love to hate him, because there's no way you will not end up liking him. Also, you'll not end up not liking him as well. It'll just be a huge dilemma while reading the entire series, and he's my answer for this one. Question number 4, Jon Snow, a coming of age story. The answer for this one is Release by Patrick Ness, okay. I've chosen this book of all the books that I have mainly because this is one story which just stuck with me after I read it for a very long time, because the voices of the characters in this one are so pure, okay. It is a contemporary, but it also has elements of supernatural, okay. It also has supernatural elements put into it. The plot actually has 2 parallel lines that are going together. The first line actually deals with the story of a boy named Adam who's gay, and he's not accepted that well by his parents, but his elder brother is, okay. And his story and his voice, the problems that he faces, the relationship that he has with his family as well as his friends, his siblings, everything is really well showed in this one. I just liked the raw depiction of the household of Adam that was shown in this one, and how he comes of age in a single day. Okay, this entire book actually happens within a single day. It also shows that coming of age actually happens gradually, but all of a sudden it just feels like you've grown up. Okay, it's just like that. The ending of this book is also something like that, and that's one of the main reasons why I chose this one for this question. Question number 5. Cersei and Jaime, a ship you just can't get behind. Okay, I'm not even going to take the book out for this one. It's from Mockingjay. Okay, also if you don't want to get spoiled, skip this question. The answer is Katniss and Peeta. Okay, Katniss I like to some extent, but Peeta I don't like him at all. He seems so stereotypical. You might think that I like Simon, but why don't I like Peeta? Because they are kind of similar characters, but I don't like him. Okay, he just seems so stereotypical in many ways for me, and I just didn't like that ship at all towards the end, especially that epilogue. I was just like, why the F did you even write this book, and especially why this epilogue? No one even wanted this book, and especially not that epilogue. It was that hard for me to read. Okay, I just finished it up for the sake of finishing it, and I just wanted to know how this horrible story ended, and it ended in an even horrible note. So yeah, that's the ship that I cannot get behind. Question number 6. Lady Olenna, a kick-ass old character. Okay, I've been reading the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices and the Shadowhunter Chronicles as a whole, so you obviously know who the answer for this one is, and it's obviously my darling Magnus Bane. Okay, he's like 400 years old. He was 400 years old in 2007, so he's almost in his 400s right now also, if he exists somewhere. He's one of the best characters I've ever read. Okay, very sassy, very understanding, very wise, very intelligent, very charming more than anything. Okay, and I'm sure that anyone who has read this entire series will not end up not liking Magnus, because he's a really likable person. Okay, he doesn't suck it up to anyone. He doesn't do it at all. He just makes himself stand out at every place, and that's what makes me like Magnus a lot. He's also one of the most sassiest characters I've ever read. Okay, and I'm also going to start reading the Bane Chronicles in a day or two. I don't know when. I'm filming this video on the 7th of December. The 8th of December is Magnus's birthday, so most probably I'll start reading it tomorrow. Yeah, he's my answer for the most kick-ass old character. Question number 7. Dany, a book featuring dragons. This is also it's also a very easy answer for me to pick, and it is Eragon by Christopher Paolini. This is a series which actually circles around dragons and dragon riders. There's a specific reason for picking up Eragon rather than any other dragon book, because there are multiple books in my bookshelf which do have dragons featured in them. But the thing about this one is that this is the only book in which I saw a dragon being depicted as a female. Okay, we have a male protagonist, but the annual companion who's the dragon to that protagonist is a female dragon. Okay, and I just love the dynamic going on between Eragon and Saphira, who's the female dragon in this one, and it's just a really cute relationship. It's a really beautiful relationship to read about, and yeah, that's my pick for a book featuring dragons. Question number 8. Sansa, a character you grew to love. Okay, the answer for this one is Zoya Nazielinsky from King of Scars. Okay, I didn't like Zoya that much in the Grisha trilogy. Okay, she is a person who comes in the Grisha trilogy, that is the Shadow and Bone trilogy, and then she becomes one of the main characters in the King of Scars duology, that is the Nikolai duology. But if you ask me, in the first book, King of Scars, more than Nikolai, the story was concentrated on Zoya, and I just liked getting to know Zoya's backstory a lot. It is really clearly stated in every page of Shadow and Bone as well as in King of Scars that Zoya is the most beautiful person in Ravka. Okay, and she also has a really icy heart. The reason for her having such a icy heart is just explode, and just we can look into her life through the window of King of Scars. It was just so excellent, and I just grew to love her more from this book rather than from the original series, and yeah, that's why Zoya is my answer for this question. Question number 9. Melisandre, a favorite magic system. One of my most favorite magic systems is from the GRISHAVERSE series by Lee Bardugo. Okay, the magic system or the magic in this world is called the small signs. Okay, and the people who are able to do that magic are called the Grisha, and one person cannot be changed into Grisha. They must be born as a Grisha. It is called the small signs because the magic starts out from a molecular level. It's not like you can just whip a utter a spell or just shake your hands and do magic. It's not at all like that. You'll have to learn magic from a very basic level. It's not like just manipulating everything that you see in a really easy way. you have to understand its science, its mechanics, its chemistry in the best way in order to manipulate it according to your will. And I just like that intricacy of that magic system a lot. Question number 10. Tyrion, a character whose weapon is their mind. The answer for this one is Alizad from the City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. In this one, Ali or Alizad, Ali is the way in which he's addressed throughout the book, so I'm going to address him as such. It's short as well. He's actually a prince of this, how to say, fantastical nation called Devabad. It's an Eastern inspired fantasy, so it is really rich. Okay, it's very vivid. The politics in this one is great. I'm choosing Ali rather than any other character because he is proficient in many other ways, but one of the main things that he's very strong in is his intellect. Okay, and he uses his intelligence, his wisdom and his cleverness in order to how to say, make his way through many troubles that are put in his way in this book itself. And there are also 2 other books in the series to come. And also the ending that Ali has in this one, the City of Brass, it is really a cliffhanger, and I'm sure that he will be able to survive in the other 2 books in the series due to his wisdom and his mind alone, and that's why I picked him for this one. Okay, so those were all my answers, and do let your answers in the comments below. I'd like to know them a lot. And if you did enjoy watching today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also share it to your friends. If you want to get more content from me, do subscribe to the channel because I publish new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.